Okay, you may have a kiddo that seems to have an endless amount of energy. And for some kiddos, that can look like sensory seeking behavior. So a sensory seeking behavior, your child is looking to receive input into their body to actually help regulate their system so they can focus and learn. And this is a great way, a box, to be able to integrate that sensory input while also having some fun and learning. So of course, one of the most fun things you can do if you have a box that's big enough is to put your kiddo right inside of it. We are gonna do races, and again, we're gonna be using as many play sounds as we can to help encourage that language and that engagement. So we're gonna use anticipatory language like ready, set, give that pause and that excited face, waiting for them to point. If they have a switch, waiting for them to push that switch, waiting for them to even just make eye contact with you, showing you that yes, I am here, engaged and ready to play. And then we're gonna go fast, 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 go, 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 beep, beep, crash, stop. We're gonna use that, and then maybe we do ready, set, go, slow, beep, beep. Stop. So we can encourage that reciprocal play back and forth. We can be looking for signs like more or again. When we get to the end, we can celebrate with yay! Ooh, 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 ooh. Be as silly as you feel comfortable, and even then, take it up a notch. Remember, your child is your biggest fan, and you do not look ridiculous to them. You look like this wonderful, loving caregiver who is enjoying their time spent with their kiddo. All right, so we can do some of those sensory things with that box, get that movement that they are seeking. You can flip the box over, and if your child is able-bodied, you may look at them jumping up and over the box. Maybe we jump in the box and then out of the box. So we're using this to create some big body movement. Some of that jumping is gonna give some good joint compression that again will help your kiddo to regulate their system. If it seems like they're having a lot of energy and having a hard time to focus, their bodies are telling you that they need more input in order to feel calm and regulated and ready to learn. Now, something else that we can do with a box is we can do positions. So maybe your kiddo is ready to learn about where things are. So we can take a ball, or I'm gonna get another frog. I love my frogs. And we can work on things like, let's put the froggy in the box, in. Now, when you hear me repeat a target word like that multiple times, our brains need at least 3 times to hear that word or that sound to help it connect. So you probably do this without even noticing. When you're pushing them in a swing and you're saying, go, 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 you repeat that 3 times. So putting something in with that 3 times and sometimes in a sing-songy voice can really help. Kids seem to really thrive, a lot of children, in that musical beat. It helps that memory. So putting it into a song or even a rhythm as you speak can be beneficial. So we can do things like in. We can take him out, and work on opposites or continuing with positions. We can flip the box over. We can put the froggy on top. Okay, we can work on putting the froggy under the box. We can turn this into another game where we're saying, oh, where is Froggy? Where is Froggy? Here he is! of course, incorporate that play sound of what a frog says, ribbit, ribbit. And we can give some more of that sensory input if we actually ribbit and hop like a frog. So can we go ribbit, ribbit? Oh, that was so fun. Let's do it more. Ribbit, ribbit. And here you can see if your able-bodied kiddo is able to imitate your action, even if we don't hear it in words. Okay? So we can do behind the box and in front of the box. So working on all of those position words using one of their favorite objects or them, if your box is big enough. We can also work on different skills that have to do with gross motor, where we're looking to practice throwing and catching. So we can work on having them imitate, can we ready, set, throw? Yay! Ta-da! Hoo, hoo, hoo. High five! And we're working on all of that engagement with your kiddo. You can work on overhand, underhand. We can change the distance. Okay, even doing silly things again to just get them to imitate your actions. Can we slam dunk? Yay! Woo, woo, woo! Okay, again, being loud and proud and silly with your kiddo. Now, if you are working with a kiddo on making choices, we can ask questions for them and we can say, do we want the ball in or out? And they can make that choice by either pointing, taking the ball, putting it in or out, or we can give the directive where we're telling them, put the ball in. Put the ball in, and see if they can take it and put it in. And of course, we celebrate. If your kiddo is working with a switch system, then we can use pictures. And for this, I just drew real quickly, and you can do this for all different positions, but I drew a quick picture of the ball inside the box or the square and a picture of one on top. And so if I have my kiddo that's using a switch system, I could have two switches, one picture on one side and one on the other. And maybe in front of them on the box, I show them the picture of, or the option with the ball on top. And then I'm going to see, are they going to click the switch that shows the picture of the ball on top or the ball inside? And we can continue to change that activity simply just by drawing a quick picture and putting that by a switch to allow them to answer a question or allow them to make a choice. Again, have fun with it. Use as many sounds and play sounds as you can while you're doing this. And again, please put your comments, ask questions, share an idea, something else you'd like to see addressed, anywhere from behaviors to sensory input to activities that you can do at home, language, anything that would help you at home and allow you to continue to engage, connect, and help your child grow. Thanks again. This has been Caitlin at the Cydney Center. Have a great day.